This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Prisma Lopez-Marin. Thank you for joining us. Huntingburg Street Superintendent Jason Stomm will now be taking leadership of two departments within a specific time frame. Stomm was recommended and approved to serve as the city's water superintendent alongside his current position during Tuesday night's Huntingburg Common Council and Utility Board meeting in Huntingburg. Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner provides insight on the decision to choose Stomm as part of this transition.
We feel that Jason has the qualities necessary to lead the water department. He has the background in water from the distribution side and is willing to step up and learn the production side of things. We have a competent staff in place in all those areas that allows us time to make this transition. And I think Jason can provide the leadership we need at the water department to tweak it and bring it into the standards that we expect for the city.
Stomm will replace Greg Miller, who resigned as the city's water superintendent. Spinner notes one of the reasons for recommending Stomm is based on the leadership capabilities Stomm has established in his current role as the street department supervisor. Mayor Spinner says Stomm will stay on as street department superintendent on an interim basis and continue to oversee projects currently underway. Mayor Spinner says this will be a 90-day probationary period to see how both departments are run. There has been previous dialogue with both departments prior to this decision, and it will continue to see through the effectiveness of this transition. Also, the Huntingburg Council heard from Tara Damon, Director of Marketing and Client Relations with Cash Wagner and Associates, in regards to the city's application for a Community Connections grant through the Indiana Department of Transportation. Damon was also present at the Huntingburg Board of Public Works and Safety meeting last week. During that week, last Thursday, Street Department Superintendent Jason Stomm explained that there are 4 key projects included in the grant application, which includes Washington Street from 6th Street to Church Avenue, including 7th Street, 400 West running from near the freezer plant all the way to Phoenix, 11th Street from Chestnut to Highway 231, and the 4th project is on 12th Street, also from Chestnut to Highway 231. Last night, Damien explained that the progress that Huntingburg already has giving them an advantage in their preparation for this grant.
As part of the matching grant, the NDOT is asking the communities to have an asset management plan in place. So the city of Huntingburg has been rating their roads for some time now. So they're already pretty caught up. They're a lot further along than most communities. And I think that's a big stepping stone for them. It'll help jumpstart some of these projects. So it's not more work that they have to do in addition to completing the applications.
Damon also noted that NDOT requires a rating of roads and want to collect data to observe the necessity of road repairs throughout Indiana. Now more locally in Huntingburg, Damien states that the firm she represents is working with the city of Huntingburg as they look to have their 4 projects completed. The interest of repairing these roads is to better maneuver throughout the streets, especially as it will help ease congestion, also help the traffic flow for EMS, fire department, and other emergency personnel, as well as other departments that are constantly moving around the city to provide services for the community. Another topic also reviewed with this council was in regards of the conditional approval to issue certificates of occupancy while the ordinance is under review. A certificate of occupancy certifies a building's compliance with applicable building codes and other laws, and it also indicates it is in condition suitable for occupancy. Since the city did not have an ordinance covering the certificate of occupancy, developers were required to take on the added expense to have it completed. Upcoming events for Huntingburg that you can keep in mind is the Huntingburg State of the City 2016 that will occur on Friday, July 22nd at 8 a.m. in the Huntingburg Event Center. Also, the Huntingburg Police Department will have a dedication ceremony of their renewed facility on Sunday, July 31st at the station, which is at 503 East 1st Street, and the time for that event is pending. The second suspect wanted for his involvement in a pair of hit-and-run incidents in Jasper Monday morning has been identified and remains at large. Jasper police say warrants have been issued for 30-year-old Sean Archie, whose address is unknown at this time. Jasper police say at around 8 a.m. Monday, a 2006 Dodge Charger was northbound along the 1300 block of Mill Street when police say the Charger struck and totaled a parked and unoccupied pickup that belonged to 67-year-old Teddy Foster of Jasper. Police say in the process, debris from the impact with Foster's truck struck another vehicle that belonged to 17-year-old Haley Foster that was parked nearby. Haley Foster's car was sustained only $100 worth of damage. Police say Archie and the other suspect, who is in custody, has cooperated with authorities, then fled the scene and headed westbound on 14th Street and failed to stop at the intersection of 14th and Main Streets before attempting to make a right-hand turn onto Main Street. Police say at that time the Charger struck the curb as well as fire hydrant owned by the city of Jasper, causing roughly $4,500 worth of damage. Police also say the hydrant was thrown from the sidewalk into a garage door at a home located along the 1400 block of Main Street, which sustained about $300 worth of damage, as we told you yesterday. They also said that the Charger then spun around in a nearby lawn, causing another $200 worth of damage. Police say the man fled the scene on foot at that point, but they are currently in custody. Officials with the DuBois County Solid Waste District say they and the 4-H fairground staff will be offering public recycling at the year's 4-H fair. Visitors to the fair should look for the Clearstream recycling bins scattered in certain areas throughout the fairgrounds in order to recycle their plastic bottles. Fairgoers are asked to please help make the recycling a success. District Director Carla Striegel-Winter says the major issue with public recycling is what's also called contamination. Striegel-Winter says that's when someone throws their trash in the recycling bin or even a bottle that has liquid still in it. She notes that all has to be hand sorted out, which is time-consuming and not a fun task. Striegel-Winter says if the recycling is a success, it will be continued in future years, but she says that's up to the fairgoers. Anyone interested in volunteering to help maintain the bin during Fair Week can call the DuBois County Solid Waste District office at 812-482-7865. The 2016 DuBois County 4-H Fair begins this Friday. The Jasper Board of Public Works and Safety heard from Fire Chief Kenny Hoaxung as he announced the resignation of Eric Rashi from the Jasper Volunteer Fire Department. Rashi has been in the fire department for 11 years. The board gave Fire Chief Hoaxung the go-ahead to begin the process of looking for new candidates as new firefighters. With Rashi's resignation, the staff is at 35 members. Fire Chief Hoaxung says by law, the department can have up to 40 firefighters. Also, Street Commissioner Jeff Tyson gave the board an update on the success of the liquid road projects currently underway in and around the city this week. The council approved his request of the street closure of 31st Street at Bittersweet Drive for storm sewer replacement. This closure took place earlier today up until 4 p.m., bearing inclement weather and other unforeseen events. Police Chief Mike Bennett also asked and received the board's permission to upgrade 800 radios to P25, which is covered as part of the department's annual budget. The P25 is a suite of standard for digital radio communications used by federal, state, and local public safety organizations in North America that enable them to communicate with other agencies and mutual and aid response teams in the event of emergencies. Finally, Police Chief Bennett asked for the motorists and people walking around the square in downtown and throughout the city of Jasper to use caution in light of the new Pokemon Go game people are playing on their smartphones. The game leads people to various landmarks to get supplies, capture animals, and battle other players. Some of those landmarks are in Du Bois County, including sites in the downtown area. Mayor Terry Seitz also stated that while he is thankful for the foot traffic throughout the community in Jasper, it's important to also keep in mind and be respectful of establishments and buildings that people visit. Stay tuned, weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS News.